Can you imagine a minister who is supposed to be the advocate of peace, a true African, a true son of the land, goes about inciting and instigate the youth or the people of South Africa to rise up against South Africans? That you have communities where visitors or strangers, as you call them, are about 80%. How possible? And what is wrong with that? When you go to Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, we have so many people coming from other part of the country, other part of Africa, who have become citizens of La Cote d'Ivoire. We have Ghanaians and Zamans from Ghana who are citizens of La Cote d'Ivoire. We have Burkinabés who are citizens of La Cote d'Ivoire. We have Malians who are citizens of La Cote d'Ivoire. So what is wrong for an African to live or to stay or to work on an African land? And we have a minister who is condoning this barbaric act. Mr. Minister, do you have shame at all? Are you saying that burning people alive is what Africans should do? Killing people for crime they have not committed is the best way to go as Africans? Do you think Mandela will be happy if he's alive? Do you think Jomo Kenyatta will be happy if he is alive? Do you think Kwame Nkrumah will be happy if he's alive? The strong African unity that was formed by these great men, is that what you are doing, South Africans? Is that what you are preaching of, Mr. Minister, Mr. Deputy Minister? Come on, let's get serious. This is the same country that many Africans, if not all African, stood up to fight to gain your freedom. They stood up in support so that you guys will be happy, will have your freedom, your liberty to do whatever you want. And now to gain your freedom, you turn your back against the same people who suffered, who prayed, who had played a lead role or a supporting role just to make sure that South Africans or the black in South Africa have their freedom from apartheid. And now, Mr. Minister, this is the result, this is the reward. Is it the results of what Kwame Nkrumah, Jomo Kenyatta, Nelson Mandela advocated? So if all African if all the African countries decides they also do the same thing, do you think Africa will be a continent to be proud to come from? People are in all over the world. South Africans are in other states. South Africans are everywhere. And you are doing this to your fellow black Africans. I'm very disappointed. And even if you call them strangers who have taken over your properties, as you claim, is that the inhuman way you should treat them? Should you burn people alive? Should you kill people? Can't you deport them? And the authorities of South Africa are sitting idle. How would they be idle? Because if a whole deputy minister comes publicly to declare that strangers are taking over their land, whilst it's not true, everywhere in Africa there is an African, or there are some Africans. So, Mr. Minister, go back to your drawing board, draw what is sensible enough to tell Africa. Because what you're doing, the Western people are just laughing at us because they know we carry no head. If indeed we carry head, Africans will not kill Africans. We are supposed to be united. We are supposed to be friends. We are supposed to be brothers and sisters. So the AU that we formed, what's the use of it? South Africans, please, and please, take the criminals who are not doing the right thing in South Africa, who are stealing, killing, raping, take them to court, regardless or no matter where he or she comes from. Deal with them and leave the innocent people alone. South Africa, this is a word to you.